It's a great day. It's a great day. Thank you and welcome everybody to the Thursday Night Thought. I am Dr. Marion Sister Ford, just here tonight to talk to you all about a few things that have been going on and what we need to accomplish in our lives and experience ourselves in a different and higher perspective. The Thursday Night Thought is an opportunity for us to come together and discuss some things that we've been wanting to know about our life. You know what? It's not new. But what it is a new perspective because that's how growth and expansion happens is with a new perspective. You desire something more and so you start looking at things differently than what you did before. So tonight's conversation is called The Gift, the Teacher, and the Harmony. And ultimately, that's what it's about. Azon Life Alchemy Center in Exponential Existence is all about getting you to the place of having a system that is rooted in life alchemic processes so that you can have a harmonic, exponential existence in every area of your life. Now, a lot of people are questioning, they might say to themselves, like, well, what does that actually all mean? What that means is that you're about transformation. You're about accepting the change. You are willing to accept and expand beyond your present moment. The present moment that you just experienced a second ago is now a new beginning right now in this current section for us to begin to expand our lives and see things in a new perspective and begin to expand our lives beyond this current experience. Too often, what I found was that many of us are spending our time worrying about what was, what could be, and what is not, versus what is possible, what is available right here, right now, and what can I create in the future to support me in continuing to have what I desire and what I want. This conversation tonight here with myself, Dr. Marion Sister Afua, is one that is very personal to me because it made me really begin to think about as I was journeying last month, I was journeying and I began to recognize that the strength and the power that we hold within us is so often diminished because we are distracted by the external forces. What do I mean by the external forces? I'm talking about the external forces that are in our environment. We have to understand that our environments are very much designed to distract us. Our interactions, our associations distract us. Our beliefs and our wants distract us. Why? Because most of the times the things that we want are based upon the observations we have shared with other people or that we have made against other people. And so that taps back into the conversation that begins to share with us what exactly is the influence that is preventing us from seeing the gift, becoming the teacher in order to have our harmony. That's our conversation tonight here on the Thursday Night Thought Session here with Dr. Marion Sister Afua. Thank you all for joining me. If you are joining me, please make sure you let me know where you are watching me at. If you can just put your city and state or your country, wherever you are right now, will be greatly appreciated. And please do me a favor and let's help Meta begin to know that we're back live every Thursday night here on Meta with Dr. Marion Sister for the Thursday Night Thought. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button. Go in and get 5 people you love, 5 people that are your frenemies, and 5 people that are your friend, and let them know that I'm here tonight sharing with you on the Thursday Night Thought. Because here's what I want you to understand. When you begin to think about your thoughts, when you begin to manage the experiences that you experience. That's what I said. I want you to begin to manage the experiences that you are experiencing. You will spend less time battling yourself. You'll spend less time battling people. Why is that, Marion? Well, you're going to do that because now you are creating your own reality. How many of you have my book called Not My Reality, right? That is the best response to fear and limitation. When you begin to put yourself in that position, you remember these following words. You begin to say these words more and more over and over again. And you begin to say that I focus, I focus, I focus. Yes, I focus, I focus, I focus. What are we focusing on? We're focusing on the present moment. We're focusing on the life that we desire for ourselves. We're focusing on the opportunities and the potential and the plausibility of those opportunities and potentials that are awaiting us. Because see, it's not about what other people say. It's not about what other people believe. It's about what you believe and what you transfer into what I call your knowings. because there will always be vibrational yin yang in the air. But you have to become aware and focus on what is it that you desire for you? What is it that you have stored up in your life for you? Not just for everyone else to accept and run to and create, co-create with you. Yes, there will be times when there's co-creation, but it will never and never should it be in opposition to where you are desiring to be in part of your life expansion plan. So you're going to focus on the things that matter. You're going to prioritize. You're going to begin to think about, what can I do? What can I say? What's really happening? What is it that I have created? Because when we begin to focus, we realize we have more power than we have ever thought we had. We realize that we have more power and more influence over our own life than many people will tell you that you don't. They will tell you you're just an employee. They will tell you you're just a child. They will tell you you're just a woman. You're just a man. You're a boy. You're a girl. You're old. You're young. You're black. You're white. You're Asian. You're whatever the conversation is. But if you remain focused, focus. I mean, really dive deep into what it is you desire and what you want. You can spend less time being distracted by your environment. Why? Because you will remember that you are the best thing growing. Best thing growing. Welcome. You are the best thing growing. You are the best thing growing. There is nothing that should disrupt your flow. You are the best thing growing. Do you think a plant goes, oh, well, that plant was planted 30 seconds before me, or that plant has been in the garden for over an hour, or that plant seems to be getting purchased more? No, they continue to grow. They continue to produce, right? So you have to begin to do the same thing with yourself. You have to begin to honor your truth, your value, your contributions, your position. Stop, freeze, wait a minute. Some of y'all playing, some of y'all watching, some of y'all saying to yourself, well, Marion is on this foo-foo stuff. This can't be real. Let me tell you what I noticed when my page got hacked and I started rebuilding my community. I realized that people that were coming into this space are those people that I have to support in building up their brain muscles, their mind muscles, right? Because your brain is constantly a muscle that is constantly growing and expanding the more that you know. But the mind muscles require you to do some daily practices. This right here, what I'm doing right here, right now, is part of that process. To remind you who you are, to give you a glimpse back into the secret code that is deeply within you. Truly understanding your sacred soul script that is written for you and for only you. That not everyone will have access to, nor will everyone understand why you're doing it. But because you're the best thing growing, just like when you put that seed into that water to soften it up, and then you plant it into the dirt, and then you add more water. Why are we doing that? We're giving it sunlight. We're going around and we're scoring around the dirt to make sure the dirt is nice and loose so it can have the viability and the more opportunities to grow. So you are the best thing growing. Don't let anyone distract you from that knowing. Remember, we're focusing. We are the best thing growing. There's nothing that is hidden, nothing that is missing, nothing that is broken. Everything is available to you, and you are available to you, and you are your greatest asset. Do you understand that moment in this time? That's what we're doing right now. I know that this conversation may seem a little far-fetched based upon everything else, but can I tell you that the thousands of people that I've worked with have seen the results, and that I have seen the results, even myself going through a transformation. It's something about when you can look in the mirror, or even if you can't even look in the mirror, you can say out of your mouth, I am the best thing growing. Because if you are growing, you're not stagnant. If you are growing, you are learning. If you are learning, you are expanding into knowings. Therefore, nothing else matters. But too many of us are waiting for people to confirm our growth. Your growth is innate. Your growth happens regardless of who's watching. Your growth happens regardless of who accepts it. Your growth is your responsibility, your priority, and your focus. Are you here with me? If you hear me right here, let me see you say a 1 in the comments if you understood that you are the best thing growing. Matter of fact, let's scratch Go ahead and give me a hashtag best thing growing. Hashtag best thing growing. Why do I want you to say that? Because it's easy to watch me, because this world has us doing everything on the internet right now. All the classes, all the movies, all the TV shows. You can buy groceries on the internet. You don't have to do interactions. But if we can begin to start communicating and touching again, if we can begin to understand that our words truly are the vibrational frequencies that are going to transform our lives, if we can remember and recall the fact that when we walk into a room, our essence and our vibrational frequency begins to harmonize with that of our intention and begins to shift the atmosphere. We would no longer become a victim to those persons who have forgotten that they have a vibrational frequency that can shift atmospheres, pull forth that which they desire. You are that person. I am that person. We together can begin to remember that we are the best thing going. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday Night Thought. Yep, she is back and she is in the flow because we are the best thing going. Welcome, everyone. This is what we have forgotten. This is how we get people who are saying things such as, I'm really tired and bogged down on my job. Oh, this relationship is making me not even want to go home. Oh, I don't want to walk into this space because someone's going to be thinking about me. But let me express to you in the deepest, most intimate parts of my sincerity, when I tell you it's not about them, it's all about you. It's not about them. It's all about you. Remembering that you are the best thing growing. Remembering that you are the honored one. Remembering that you still have a path that is yet to be completed. And that everything, write it down, take a note. Here we go. Everything is temporary for a permanent purpose. It is your responsibility to identify how temporary and what that purpose is. Thank you all for being here with me on today. I greatly appreciate you for being here. Let me tell you right now, you listen to the Thursday Night Thought. I am Dr. Marian, Sister Afua of ASI Life Alchemy Center and the Exponential Existence Mantra. And we are here tonight to talk about how we can begin to understand who we are more effectively and identify the gift, the teacher, and the harmony that we desire. It's a short conversation. I'm not going to take up all your evening, but I just wanted to remind you that you were the best thing growing. As you're coming in, thank you for coming in. I want to invite you to make sure that you share with me what city and state you're watching me from, or what country. Somebody said, I'm in a different country. So type your country. I know I've been traveling. This is a great place, but our conversation today, which is going to be very brief, but it's going to take us into a conversation. The gift. Just like I said a few moments ago, that when we are moving through our lives, we are constantly bombarded by stimuli. Stimuli simply means people, places, experiences, and events. Even our memories that are connected to those things I just named. When those things happen, we have become conditioned to react to them and give them the center stage. When we're on center stage, you are the person that's on center stage. However, when those events, when those people, when those experiences or those memories come back, we tend to give it center stage and we pause. And we start watching it and we want to know what it's going to do. We want to understand why it's happening instead of getting back into our knowing that says we are the gatekeepers and we are the controllers of our reality. We manifest, we allow. As a gatekeeper, you pick and choose what comes in, what goes out. If people come in and they're not compliant, as the gatekeeper, you say, thank you for coming. Have a great day. Because it is your life. And not only are you going to understand that you're the gatekeeper, you're also going to begin to allow yourself to become and recognize what is the gift in this experience, in this observation. What is the gift that is for me? Or what is the gift can I give another individual? What is the gift that I can place in this environment? What is the gift in which I can share and present and become? Because that means that we understand that we truly have the influence and the possibility and the plausibility and the knowings to transform all that is around us. So we become to look at ourselves and we look at the situation as a gift that we've been honored with. And when you have a gift, you're excited about it and you start exploring, and maybe you don't understand what's going to be inside the gift and you're not aware maybe who sent the gift. But what you are aware of is that the gift was given to you. Therefore, when you look at it from a higher perspective, there's that word, a higher perspective, you can begin to transform whatever was placed in front of you. Even if it means for you just to acknowledge it was a gift to push you to become the teacher from the inside out. Hello. You're going to become the teacher from the inside out. Marion, what are you talking about? Do you know what these people say? Do you know what these people do to me? Do you know what my life has been like? I don't need to know it, and you don't need to recall it. You just need to know you are the best thing growing, and that you are focusing, and that you are identifying the gift in that moment, in that person, and in that experience. Absolutely, positively, so it is. It doesn't matter. That's the distraction we talked about earlier. Those are the distractions that are going to come. They're going to come. But it is imperative that we begin to transform our perspective and our vision to recognize the gift. The gift is that we were gifted a person who needs to possibly remember that there's more to them than the pain that they're sharing out. Or maybe that there's more to them than just settling in this moment and not seeing, because they have myopic vision and they're only looking right here, but the answer is right above them. So maybe we guide them. That's why I said we become the teacher. The teacher. We choose, choice not chance. We choose to engage or not engage. We choose to guide them into a new conversation, into a new language, into a new way of observation. We become the teacher to ourselves to remind us, quoting John Ruiz, when he says what? What does he say? Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. That's the 4 agreements. Miguel Ruiz, right? Don't take it personally. People do what they want to do because they feel that's what they need to do. So you don't have a right to try to disrupt anyone else's choices. You just need to know how you're going to either participate or not participate. Stop, freeze, go back. Remember, you're the gatekeeper. You're choosing what comes in, what stays. You're choosing what are you going to apply to that? You're choosing. Yeah. So when we become the teacher, we take away this need to judge, this need to control, this need to pour me, this need to get distracted and get lost instead of being on task. Y'all should go back and watch my, what popped in my head was when I talk about the Wiz, when they're walking, easing on down the road and they get distracted by the poppy seed field, right? That's the whole process. You're on a path, you're on a journey, you're exploring yourself into some new divisions of your life that you weren't even aware existed. You're moving upward, you're moving onward, you're simultaneously, you're growing. So when you recognize there's an opportunity to have a gift, and then you're going to become the teacher, it is time for you to then, once you become the teacher, you've restored your harmony, or you're allowing more harmony to exist in your life. Harmony, as I always say, think about harmony like this. There's a soprano, there's an alto, there's a tenor, there's a bass. And they're all singing the same words, but in a different tone. But yet it sounds beautiful. That's how your life should be. It shouldn't be a conflict. I can do this, but I can't do that. I can have this, but I can't. You can have it all. It's all available to you. But it requires you to look at your circumstances, conditions, events, experience, and the peoples that come in your life as an opportunity, as a gift to explore the possibilities. Huh? This is where we are. This is where we begin to honor blessings. When we hold on and allow people to come into our space and we allow them to distract us from our journey, to distract us from our healing, to distract us from our prosperity, to distract us from our conversations of abundance and our existence of abundance, to distract us from our freedom and our liberation, when they distract us from our movement, they're living their life and we're stuck here. Why? What should I do? Oh my goodness. Did they really say, oh my, well, it's because remember that time? Those are what I call the mind trap monsters. The mind trap monsters are distracting you. And that's the real boogeyman, the emotional boogeyman and the mind trap memory monsters that bring up all those memories. And then the emotional boogeyman that says, remember, oh, don't do that. Be afraid, doubt, deny yourself, dishonor yourself. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. Seriously. Because if you can remember that you are seeking to identify the gift and then become the teacher and experience harmony and share harmony, you can continue on your path. But when we engage ourselves with individuals at levels that are not supporting our growth, when we let people take us out of the sunlight and into the dark corners and crevices, we're denying ourselves. When we get distracted and trying to figure out why is everybody questioning me? Why are people telling me I shouldn't do this? Why is this happening? Why? Instead of saying, what's the gift? Why is it being revealed to me, this information? Why am I being taken through this obstacle course for resistance training that is going to strengthen you, that is going to build you up, make you have more tenacity, more strength, more purpose, more driven purpose. Yeah, that's what I want to say. That's the word that came out. You can really have true self-love, because true self-love is not about just fixing up the exterior. True self-love is about embracing the wholeness of you. I often, when I talk to religious organizations, a lot of times they start, they want to displace and put all the work on what they believe. And I say, but that's not how it works. You have to do the work. You have the guidebook. So now it is your responsibility to do the actual lessons, the actual steps. And that requires you to step back away from the identity that says that everyone, everything, every experience defines who you are and limits you and traps you there. Instead of saying, no, I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. And you begin to detach. And you begin to see the detachment not as a resentful dispelling of something, but more like, I no longer need that. I release you. I no longer believe that. It no longer serves me to believe that. I no longer have room for it in my space. It is singing off key. We've changed songs and they're singing the same song. And we got a new song on a new register in new harmony. Yeah. There's never a competition. These are words that humans have created. It's about evolution and evolvement. It's about expansion and co-creation. I got you. Absolutely, positively, so it is. This is 25 minutes of conversation that I want you to go back and replay again. I want you to think about the one thing you heard today that made you go, hold up, wait a minute. Because it is in that moment that you had that hold up, wait a minute moment, that aha moment, like that. You'd be like, what? When you had those moments, that means that was your sacred soul script saying, hey, 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 I got the message. I got the code. That's it. It's the opportunity now for you to envelop you and all your qualities, all your strengths, all your values, all your extensions, all your hopes, your wishes, your wants, your desires. Let's put them in prioritization and let's begin to do them, and let's begin to focus. Let's begin to let go of all the chaos. Let's begin to let go of all the denying and all the trying to fit in and all the conformity. And let's begin to go within and ask ourselves, what is it that I'm supposed to be producing as I'm growing? What has been dormant for so long? What type of fertilizer do I need to add in order for myself to grow and produce more fruit, or to produce fruit that is even larger than what I've been producing so forth? That right there was for somebody. I heard it. I'm on fire right now. Somebody is saying, well, I'm already doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm already producing. And what I heard was that it's got to be bigger. It's got to be more consistent. It's got to be available more frequently. You got to trust that you don't have to wait for a time schedule, that when you get the unction, when you get the knowing, when it is expressing itself, you must produce it. You must produce and provide it, regardless of who wants to see it, regardless of who's saying that you're doing too much, regardless of who's telling you that you should not be doing that because that's in direct conflict with what you said. Time out, freeze, story time. So when I first was leaving education and I was transitioning into public speaking and coaching and training, I had a friend that said to someone, they said, where's Marion? And the person said, oh, Marion's, she's gone somewhere to go speak at a conference and blah, blah, blah. And they said, wait a minute, let me get this straight. I thought she was a teacher. I thought she taught people. She don't do that no more. How can she not do that? How can she be a speaker? And the person said, what? They said, yeah. Well, I saw her sing one weekend, and then I knew she was a teacher, so that didn't bother me because people sing to make more money. But how can she be a speaker? How can she be training people? That's too many things. That's a person that that did not understand there's an evolvement. My springboard was to go into education and teach at the university, at the K through 12 area. But it was just preparation for what I'm doing now on a larger scale to serve people. Yes. Don't allow people to limit you. Don't allow people to dispel. That's why I say you got to stay focused. You have to stay focused. You got to know, I see you. You have to believe and trust with all that you are, all that you have, all that you know, that you are the gatekeeper to your next level. I can share with you the possibility, but you have to believe it. I can guide you into on a path, but you have to walk it. I can support you. I can cheer you on. I can give you some tools that help support you as you go. But at the end of the day, it's all about you. That's why you must focus. And you must trust and believe that you are the best thing growing. You must trust and believe that you are the one that you've been waiting for in the names of Audre Lorde. You are the one you've been waiting for. This Thursday night thought, again, is reminding us, how do we identify the gift within our circumstances, conditions, and situations? The gift may be that you recognizing that this is no longer what you want to experience. So you begin to go into yourself and you begin to do some self-reflection. You begin to be bold enough to speak out. You begin to take a little time and you say, oh, I really don't have the opportunity, the time, or the resources, but I'm willing to do something because something has to change. That was my story. All I knew is I heard there was more. When I was in my dungeons, when I was going through my time, my darkest moment, all I heard, I remember lying in my bed and the sun coming up, and I opened up my eyes from prayer and meditation. And when the sun hit my eyes, I saw all red. And when I opened up my eyes, I heard the words, there is more. There is more. There's more than this current circumstance. There's more than what I've already experienced. There's another book coming. There's another page to be written. There's another path for me to walk or for me to create. There's another building for me to exist in. There's another identity that is truly my real, authentic identity that I must experience. It's not this stuff right here. I am not designed and created with all of this to be someone's doormat, someone's second best. This is where we are. The gift. If you read my book, Seeking Escape, I share a story about how I was deciding I was going to remodel a room while my children were away with their father. Peace and blessings be upon him. And I was going to design this room because it was just paneling it off, and I was going to paint it and keep going. So get the book, but I'll tell you in summation is this: it didn't happen. But what did happen was it began to teach me a very core lesson that I have never forgotten. We are very quick to cover up our pain, our emotions, our experiences. We are very quick to recover. Boom, boom. Hey, I'm back. Right? And we never take time to think about what's really there. And what I realized is, yes, there was paneling, but there was also some wallpaper. And not only was there wallpaper, there was paint. And not only was there paint, but there were cracks and there were holes and there were things that were disarrayed that prevented me from being able to complete the task until I addressed the holes and the cracks that had been there. And it reminded me we are the same way. We're really quick to dress up the outside. We're really quick to forget about the hurt, the distraction, how we really feel, what we really want, because fear sets in, doubt sets in. So we dress up and we get ready and we brush ourselves off, brush our shoulders off, and we go out here in the world again. And we're weighted down and we're moving slowful. And our vibrational frequency is pushing out ripples of energy that are very heavy. And we think we're going far, but really they're just kind of going, oh, ah. And we're wondering why we can't get away from these type of people, from these type of situations, from these circumstances. We're wondering why we're being haunted by these emotional boogeymen and these mental memory monsters. It's because we have to do like I had to do in that room. Take my time and stop trying to find a quick fix so I can get on to the next. Read the book and you'll find it. Or just go find the video when I talk about the story. It's time for you to focus on you. It's time for you to truly allow yourself to germinate and produce the fruits that you desire. It's time for you to release all of the stuff that's been keeping you stuck and heavy and moving and trudging through, incapable of your maximum potential. Denying yourself because you're worried if someone else is going to accept it. It's not about them. It's all about you. The reason why you keep being pulled to that, the reason why you keep being pulled to that ideal, the reason why you keep considering transitioning out of that job or leaving that relationship or creating that business or designing that thing is because that is part of your sacred soul script. And it's going to keep coming after you until you kill the monsters and the boogeyman. Till you detach from that which no longer serves you. Until you recognize that you truly are the best thing growing and you're one of the most beautiful things that's growing, and your production is something that is needed, wanted, and desired, not only by you, but by the rest of us in this world. Because when we're all moving toward our goal, when we're all producing at a level we're supposed to, it becomes easier. Y'all don't like, they tell you, oh, don't do nothing easy. But guess what? I'm free flowing in life. That's the way it's supposed to be. Free flowing. Everything doesn't have to be uphill struggle. Oh my goodness. No. Let's re-examine today. Let's go back and look for the gift. What was the gift in the breakup? What was the gift in the weight gain? What was the gift in the termination from your job? Okay. What was the gift in the argument? What was the gift in the financial crisis? What was the gift? Now become the teacher and allow yourself to be taught from the inside out, and gather some more teachers around you and develop a harmonic existence. Let me be a part of that. Let me be a part. Let me help. Let me support you. I shouldn't say help. I'm going to support you, right? Because you're more than capable, willing, and able to do a turnaround and to free yourself and to expand yourself and to do all that has to be done. Yeah. But I want to support you in that. Can I support you? If I can support you, can you put a 1 in the comments? Just a number 1. If you're willing for me to support you in this process, just type a 1. If you get scared, that's how you know you're an emotional monster. Because you're like, oh my God, what is she going to say if I say 1? What's going to happen if I say 1? What's going to happen is that your sister is going to connect with you. How about that? How about if you type a 1, sister's going to come and support you like I said I would. How about that? No harm, no foul, no judgment if you don't type 1. It just means that boogeyman and that mental mind trap monster we talked about is still running the show. It's got you thinking you're the commander in chief, but you're really like, what is it called? The crew chief? I wish my sister daughter was on here. She works on a Navy ship. I can't remember all the parts, right? Second something it's called. Okay. So if you got a 1 in that group, and if you typed a 1 on the page, I want to thank you first and foremost for being bold and courageous and remembering your role as the gatekeeper in your life. You let me in. You let me in, and I'm excited. So let me tell you what I want you to do now. Those of you that said 1, do I have your permission? Do I have your permission? I need your permission because I'm not going to do it without it. Do I have your permission to reach out to you? Do I have permission to reach out to you via inbox or via email, or click on your name on YouTube and reach out to you? Do I have your permission? Yes or no? I need to know this before I tell you how I'm going to support you. Just let me know that I can do it. I need to see the yeses. I need to see the yeses. Okay? I need to see the yeses. Because when I see your yes, I see them. I see them. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now I'm going to contact you because I never contact people without their permission. So if anybody ever comes in your inbox and they say to you, hey, I got something to tell you, or hey, call me at this number or send me some money, that ain't me. Okay. So I'm going to reach out to all of you between now and tomorrow night, and I'm going to gift you an opportunity with me. Now, when I gift you this opportunity, I want you to only take the time, tell me the time that you are available to dedicate. I don't want to hear the cat run around. I don't want the children running around. I don't want, take care of your husband, your wife, take care of the children, take care of a mama, daddy, get off of work. Okay. I'm going to be very flexible in this time. Okay. It doesn't have to happen. I'm just saying I'm going to contact you within the next 12 to 18 hours. And I'm going to give us an opportunity to chat it up a little bit, have a conscious, honest, authentic talk about how I can really support you and give you some tools right then and there on that call. And then what you choose to do after that is up to you, because it's your choice, not mine. But this is what I've been led to do. I've been led to do this today for people who are willing to take action today. Now, let me just tell y'all, for those that's watching, like, what? She gonna do that? I went to her website. Exactly right. And when you understand that you are the gatekeeper, when you understand your value and you understand that your skills, your talents, your gifts are to be shared, and you are the commander-in-chief of that, you are the distribution center of that, then I can do what I'm doing right now. I can do what I'm doing right now. Today is your day. Thank you all for being here with me today. For the Thursday Night Thought, remember, find the gift. Don't allow it to be a destroyer of your joy, of your peace. Find the gift. What is the lesson? What am I being gifted with in this conversation? Maybe it's that I place myself in the situation too often where I give people the wrong opportunity, or I'm not setting boundaries properly. Because boundaries are not about them following. It's about you enforcing that you have this boundary. Become the teacher. Become more patient, more empathetic. Have compassion, but don't sacrifice. And don't settle. Seek the harmony to understand that there's nothing that's in competition, and you don't have to prove anything. You just only have to be your greatest self. Why? Because you are the best thing growing. I know. It's that easy. I'm going to use that word again. It's easy. But it's really not. But you make the decision, it becomes easier. You make the choice, it becomes easier. Again, it becomes that free-flowing ebb and flow exchange of all of the things in your life, all the areas in your life, agreeing that, yep, this is who we are, this is where we're going, this is what we're going to have. These people I want in here. This experience is what I want to enjoy. When I walk into my job, I'm going to affect them with my presence. When I walk into the grocery store, the cashier is going to be upset, but when she gets to me, she's going to be like, whoa, how are you today? Wow, nice hair, nice dress, nice outfit. Oh, wow, I've always wanted to try these. Yeah. Have a continued great evening, y'all. I am Dr. Marian Sister Fool. This has been the Thursday Night Thought. I'll be back next Thursday. Yep, we starting all over again. Can I invite you out to our winter solstice gathering? This is an opportunity for us to talk about all things transformation, right? Because that's what alchemy is. Alchemy is about transforming something into something new. What do you want to transform? It's a transcendental experience. Join us on the 21st. You can also join us in July for our retreat. We'll also be going international retreats, start back up in March of 2023. So if you want to be a part, just come on and keep joining us, keep finding us. Go to my website, exponentialexistence.com. But guess what? Tonight, I got a bunch of folks I got to start calling because I got some work to do. My people are calling me. Thanks for being here. See y'all soon. Peace and blessings, you are.